fucking you up. I can't get free. I can't get free. I can't get free. We're trying. We didn't get enough. We just had a flat out derailment. How did that happen? Contact. Regardless, I think. Oh, we got it. Okay. Oh, what was that? Because this team sucks. Track field 91's got clear distance to Yukon 16 southouts. And we can do 70 now. There we go. All right, now we're back. Yes, we were muted. Spurs still half asleep this morning, guys. Bear with me. What's up, guys? Good morning. Who we got in here today? And my chat's being weird too. Like it's only showing me part of the YouTube chat. Yeah, it's showing me part of the YouTube chat, so I'm having to kind of like bounce in between the two until it catches up. Young, what's up, dude? Nick, Q Cannon, what's going on, dude? Says, sweet, I finally caught you in one of your streams before work. Awesome, dude. Glad to see you in here. Let's see who else. Kenny Elliott, ZFG, Speedy's in here. Coke Zero. I think that's everyone, right? I think it is. All right, we're back at it, guys. Now let's go back to OBS, and now I can see the chat. Okay, now it's caught up. For some reason, like I've got a chat aggregate in OBS, and so it packs everything together, right? Like I can see everything everywhere, but for some reason, like it starts a little delayed and then it catches up. I don't know why it's doing that. Intro was fire. Sweet, dude. I'm glad you enjoyed it, man. Just something a little different. I've had that for a while. I use it once in a blue moon, but glad you enjoyed it, man. Appreciate it. It just shows a little bit of like what happens on the channel apart from what's on the stream. Brandon, what's up? Says I'm watching on the big screen. Nice. All right, so you guys ready to do some railroading? We're gonna go back on the NS-AGS today. We'll probably I don't know, we'll run some trains. All right, we're going to run some trains, and then we'll probably do some other stuff next week. You're praying a stream today, so I watch you while you eat your omelet. You had Young loves the omelets. He eats omelets like every morning, don't you, dude? It seemed like it just about every morning. I like a good omelet too. I love a good omelet, man. Used to put we'd make our omelets and we'd put let's see, what did we put? I think it was heavy whipping cream in it to kind of really fluff it up good, or there was something, maybe cream cheese or something. There was something we did with our omelets that were like really good. I like to put a lot of veggies and stuff like that in omelets too. All right, let's load in. Let's let this guy do his thing. All right, is everyone having a good morning? Y'all having a good start to your day? I hope. Been a pretty good start here. We're running behind a little bit this morning, but it's all good. Let this finish loading up, and then we'll swap to the game stream. So we're down in Mercedes, right? Last video we left off in Mercedes. We did a good bit of work. No school right now. Nice. All right, let's get at it. Let me get this music taken care of real quick. There we go. Nice. That timed out perfect. That never happens. The song never times out perfect, right? It never times out perfect. Like, you always have to stop it like mid-song before you get into doing something. But that never happens. It's going to be a good day, guys. I can tell. Just because the song timed out perfectly when I was ready to get started, I can tell it's going to be a good day. I'm never waking up to cook omelets in the morning. I'll stick with my double chocolate muffin. Yeah, dude, I'm not much of a morning person either. It takes me a while to get going. It takes me a while, so I have to be up for a bit. I'm usually like, I'm not very hungry as soon as I wake up. Like, usually it takes me a hot minute to get going. All right, so this is where we left off. We spotted a whole bunch of auto racks here. Yeah, we did. We spotted a bunch. We may come back to this later. But I think what we're going to do, you remember we took that 394 train and we tied it down. Where did we tie that thing down at? Up at Woodstock. Yeah, we tied it down at Woodstock. Oh, we got some stuff going on up here too. Let's go check it out real quick. What's going on up here? Let's get auto going too. Oh, there we go. We got someone sitting up here already. We'll do a little rail fanning real fast. We've got two. Does he not know what to do with them, or what's going on here? This is the 130 train. Okay, he goes to Chattanooga, and this dude is he's a 384. I guess he goes in the yard. Why is he not? He's AI. I don't know what's going on with him. He's just sitting here. He's just sitting here, kind of hanging out right now. This other guy's pulling up too. Maybe Otto doesn't know what to do. Maybe Otto's having trouble. What's going on? So I would think the 384. Oh, I see. Oh no. Yeah, we got a problem, guys. I see what the problem is now. We got the 109 sitting up here. Waiting to go south, but the 130 needs to go up here, and there's nowhere for him to meet. And then we got this bad boy right here too, so we got like it's all jammed up. Maybe does the 109 go to Norris? Do you guys know? Yeah, I'm kind of wondering. It looks like all the receiving tracks are full too. And we got someone up here at Lubbock. Who's this? Yeah, we got a log jam up here, guys. Where's this guy up here at Lubbock? Oh, he's going the other way. And he can't go either. Oh, man, we've got two up here. What is going on? It's because the receiving yard's full, and we got, like, we don't really have time to work the receiving yard right now. Yeah, this is 379. Yeah, we've got trains everywhere, guys. Like, it is a serious meltdown on my railroad today. This is the receiving yard. Man, yeah. I don't know. I kind of think we need to work the receiving yard now, guys. Like, I don't know enough about how it works, though, to really, like, effectively do this, guys. I feel like this is going to be a huge cluster if we... Yeah, I guess we worked the receiving yard. Maybe we worked the receiving yard today. We got to get 130 out of here somehow. We got to make this work. I'm wondering, could we run? Like, is there a back way that we could take the 130 this way? He doesn't do anything in the yard. He should just go straight to Chattanooga as far as I'm concerned. So I'm kind of wondering if we could just, like, bring him down here through the hand throws. Like, we could bring him around this way, maybe down this track. I think this is the plan, guys. Yeah, we may have to fire Otto briefly and sort this mess out. It's not really his fault. We could even bring him through the north, like there's nothing in the this north forwarding yard here. I don't think there's some, well, there's some stuff down here. We could bring him on that outside track, maybe. Yeah, we could hold him in. I think that's what we're going to do, guys. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to... We got to straighten this out. Railroad is done completely and totally melted down while we were playing in Mercedes, right? Like, everything's melted down. All right, let's fire Otto. Get rid of him, and let's shift F2. Let's hold all these guys. Let's just put a stop on the railroad until we get this figured out. So they're all stopped. So we got 109, we got 130, 130 needs. All right, he's the one we need to go ahead and take. Let's see, how could we sort this out? Let's tab on this. Let's blow it up here. Do that. I kind of think... Let's line them through here and then through here, and that should kind of get us going the right way. At least I hope. Worst case scenario, we delete things. So, I mean, there is that option. So he's got a light. He's going to come down through here. I guess he's going to go around this way, right? See what he does. Yeah, he's got it restricting. So he's going to come around. And he's going to go towards the forwarding yard. There we go. Nice. Okay. And then I think what we'll do is we'll line this switch. Got that one. That one's good. I wish you could do hold way. I'd like waypoints. I like the waypoint concept in Railroader. I wish we could do that in Run 8, right? Like put down at least a hold waypoint. Say, hey, come up to here and then stop. Astro, what's up, deuces? Oh, geez. Yeah, it's clogged up big time, dude. Yeah, it's a mess. Maverick, what's up, dude? Yeah, I have to be yard master this morning. The railroad's all messed up, dude. Like up here around the yard, because we've been playing down at Mercedes for the past few days. I didn't realize that the receiving yard is filled up, and yeah, it's a mess. It's a meltdown. We've had a meltdown at Norris Yard. We might have to fire some people because it's not good. So we got 130 can go. So let's shift F2 this bad boy, and let's do will he go? Maybe. Let's see if that'll... I don't want to release all. I just want him to go. There we go. Drifter, what's up, dude? How you doing? Eggs are in the pan. You starting your omelet? Yeah, these are all Chattanooga cars. So he doesn't have anything to... yeah, they're all... So he can just run through. We're just going to take him around the back way. We can't take him the traditional way. We need to go up here and look at this 109 train and figure out what he needs to do. Who is 109? 109 has... Alright, he has cars for locals in here. Yeah, he sure does. bra bra? What is bra bra? See, that's the thing. I'm not really familiar with these symbols. I don't know what a lot of this stuff is. It's got a Selkirk on the bottom. Interesting. So obviously this guy is going in the yard. He's not very long. Not very long. What do we look? What does it look like here? He's 5,000 feet. I was going to see maybe we could Bryce McCalla. Cool, Astra. Thank you, dude. You guys always educate me on this stuff. Bry's a weird, like, that's like nothing related to McCalla at all as far as Bry. It's got to be Birmingham something, right? Like his Birmingham Regional Intermodal. Okay, Bry. Okay, I knew because it definitely didn't have it. Definitely wasn't anything like McCalla. We've got. I just don't think that's 5,000 feet in this track. I really don't. This big old cut of auto racks down here. I was thinking maybe we could double something in the yard, but I don't think we're going to be able to. Yeah, we're just going to have to start humping. Gotta hump, guys. We gotta do some humping today, evidently. At least the hump yard's kind of clear a little bit. Take this bad boy. Let's get him started up. Let's release what I got. Relinquish. Oh, I didn't mean to auto EOT. I should have never done that. Need the AI trains to spawn heritage units. Do they really have any heritage units for the NSO? I don't think they do. They've got the UPS stuff, or not UPS, the UP stuff, but they don't have. I don't really think they have the NS stuff. All right, let's go up here. Let's hit. All right, well, the hump controller's pretty good. Let's enable that. Let's go down here and grab this guy. All right, you guys are going to have to bear with me because I haven't, like, this is kind of foreign territory. I work the hump every once in a while, but it's not very often. All right, let's see if he does it. Yeah, it's a big receiving yard. Track seems, yeah, they do seem short, but I don't know if they're 5,000 feet short, and I would hate to back one on top of this and then like this one. This is a good bit of room right here, but I just don't know if that's 5,000 feet worth, right? And I don't, does it tell? Yeah, yeah, it does tell. Yeah, they're only like, the longest track is what, 6,800 feet? So there's no way we could double one in here. Yeah, there's no way we could double anything. It's not like Waycross. That's the nice thing about Waycross is you could double a couple of 5,000 foot trains in there. You've humped like 10 trains already? Nice. Yeah, I haven't done anything on this route as far as the yard, obviously, right? Obviously, I haven't done anything. So now that we've got that, I tell you where we really need waypoints. What would be nice for waypoints in this game is to like hostile power, because like moving power around in this game in the yard, or like, yeah, just any of these yards, it takes a lot of time. Okay, he's doing his thing. Nice. Okay, he's doing his thing. He's humping. Holding the omelet. That's the tricky part. Hey, Jacko, what's up, dude? Good morning. Yeah, my omelets, I like to put tomato and sometimes avocado in it. Of course, onion. I'm not a huge fan of bell peppers in my omelet unless I cook them down first. You know, like the sauteed bell peppers I'm okay with in an omelet, but not raw. Like I'm just not a fan of that. It's all right. I mean, I'll eat it. Mushrooms, definitely mushrooms in your omelet are good too. It's weird. You put mushrooms in your omelet, and it's almost like having sausage in it. It's kind of weird. It's a different texture, right? It's kind of like a meaty texture. All right, homie. He's on his way now. Nice. So we're going to bring him up here. We're about to hold this guy for a second. He's going to go the back way. Brother Slug, what's up, dude? How you doing? Is that the right horn for SD70? I have no clue. It's a P3. It's a P3. I know that. It's a pretty common horn on NS, but I don't know what they have on their aces. Like I said, I'm not a horn guy. I don't keep up with that stuff. All right, so he's going to come up here and stop. We're going to take him the back way here. He should come up through here and hang out, right? Yeah, he's going to come down this way. That switches against him, so that should hold him. He should hold right there, which is kind of good. It'll give us time to kind of get this sorted out a little bit here. Yeah, this dude, okay, he's busy humping. He's doing his thing. Sweet. Are they even bled? I don't know. I have zero clue on that, guys. Who could we get next? What could be a quick track that we can empty out? Maybe these auto racks. Really, these auto racks don't even need to be humped. Honestly, like, they're all Atlantas. So technically, we should just be able to pull that track and then just put it in a forwarding yard, maybe? I don't know. What's an Atlanta train from Norris, guys? Is there an Atlanta train out of here? I don't know. Like we already got some locals sitting down here, right? Luckily, there's not much in the forwarding yards. So that would be your forwarding yard towards Atlanta. Yeah, we could pull those racks and stick them down in here, maybe. That small yard, not sure what it's for. What? You talking about this yard right here or this yard right here? This is the south forwarding, right? The one that goes around towards the east end. Back this way. And towards, this should go towards Lubbock, right? Yeah, there's that guy. Okay. Oh man, we got trains sitting everywhere waiting to get in the yard. That's crazy. We've got a ton. We gotta move some freight. Got some tracks that are kind of filling up too, unfortunately. This A28. A28's filling up. 156 goes to Atlanta. I don't think you can hump autos. Last time I worked with Clash Yard, it was a do not hump and it was empty. I remember hearing some people I knew that were yard masters talking about humping autos, empty autos on the CSX. I want to say they even hump some loaded ones too. It's like I said, never say never on the railroad, right? Like all things go out the window. The one with the ballast cars. Oh, you talking about this over here? Yeah, I don't know what this yard is about. I guess it's some kind of MOW yard or something. Need some high short hoods. Yeah, high short hoods would be really nice. This kind of reminds me of like a rail facility or something right here. I don't know what this is. All right, we'll keep going. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to start thinking about the A56 and the A28. All right, so you said 156 goes to Atlanta, so we can make a 156 train, maybe. Yeah, it looks like the yard. It looks like the Clash Yard is filling up with a bunch of local stuff. That's going to be the problem, is that stuff. What do we got? Anything in the receiving yard that's not much local? Like, it's all local stuff. Look at that. Like, everything in here is local stuff, minus those Atlanta auto racks. Yeah, I kind of think that's what we're going to do, right? When we get done, we'll take the hump power, we'll grab those Atlantas, and we'll drag them down here into a forwarding track and start making an Atlanta train, maybe. Yeah, I have tons of fix a loaded car that has a green do not load sticker on it. Never say no. Yeah, right. They probably humped them anyway. Railroads don't care about their own. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you know as well as I do. They disregard that stuff sometimes, right? Like, they disregard that stuff sometimes. So all right. Yeah, we'll let these guys finish humping, and I think that's what we're going to do. We'll grab the Atlanta cars, and then we should be good to go. Okay, he's done. At least it's some good hump power, so that's nice. He's our lead. Let's make this guy our lead. Okay, sweet. Let's do let's do reverse. Let's roll him back down here. So we need to go into... We're going to have an accident today. Like, we're going to tear something up, guys. I guarantee it's going to happen. Something is going to get tore up. We're going to split a switch. Something's going to happen. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. When you start getting into all this stuff, and I'm not very familiar with it, things are going to happen. I need to grab that switch there, and then we need to get this one right. There we go. Okay, we got this one. Is that the one we needed to get? No, we don't need to get that one. Never mind. We need to go straight in. I'm back on the ground here so we can figure out where we're at. That's the thing. You get lost in all this stuff so easy. Okay, so we're good with that one. This is a really, like, a pretty complex throat to a yard, like the hump yard. I'm honestly, I'm kind of impressed with it. Like, this crossover deal right here. Man, I bet that was a challenge for them to do. Okay, that guy's good. All right, now we're good with that. And then get this track right here. Sweet. Okay, now we're in business. The switches get you. Yeah, 30 days in the street. What's up, Veen? Yeah, there's way too many local cars, what I noticed. I think what the problem is that all the inbound trains are spawning with local cars, and that's honestly, like, been one of my big problems with, like, the local system on Run 8, and that goes into the whole thing where I've talked about before, where I feel like locals are over-serviced. It's like, it's too much traffic generated on the railroad in Run 8. It's way... And I think a lot of that is because there's too much traffic coming into the locals. You know, like, some of these trains should spawn without, or not as many local cars, because, you know, I've said so many times, we've had industries that I switch, like, you had your daily customers that you would switch every day. That were hot customers. You had some that might be every few days. You had some that might be once a week. You had some that might be once a month or once every 6 months. Like, there were a lot of, like, smaller places that you would hit up at once in a blue moon. Yeah, I wish there was a block to the amount of locals used, because the game is spawning these trains in automatically, and they just automatically have all these local cars in them, like a ton of local cars, and so that's what's kind of jacking the flow up, is because they shouldn't spawn with that many local cars. Like, they could have a few, you know, but all these trains that are inbound, there needs to be a system for the inbound cars that are serviced on the routes. Like, that's the problem. instead of just arbitrarily spawning a train and it just randomly has all these local cars in it. It needs to be almost like a customer order system in the game where you say, hey, this customer is going to order 10 cars for the month, 5 cars for the week. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that would be a better system, right? To say, you know, to put a limit, like, you know, for this week, they're going to receive 5 cars at random. Whenever they get there, they're going to have 5 cars, and that's all they're going to get for this week. And it's not like that. Like, let's look at this. This dude is loaded down with local cars. Like, look at this. So these random AI spawns are just like, they're going ham with the local cars. Like, there's so many of them, right? Like, there's a few Memphis on the bottom. So those, but like everything else in this train is local cars. I kind of get the auto racks going to McCalla. I get that, but all this other stuff, like, it's a crazy amount of traffic, right? It's generating too much traffic. And then in turn, you wind up having locals that are like 50, 60, 70 cars long. Like, a local that went out and worked industries, maybe 20 cars at the most I ever had. Like, there weren't like stupid long trains. Isn't there any run by trains? Do all AI trains stop somewhere on the line, then broken? There should be. Like this 130 that we brought up here, that's a run-through train. Your intermodals are going to pass Norris. You know, stuff like that. The intermodals will go down to McCalla instead. But this is, so far, this is the only run-through train that we've got. Everything else is going here to Norris. And so what the problem that I see, like, immediately is we've got way too much local traffic than we know what to do with. We got, like, let's look at this. All right, here's some more McCallas here. It's local cars, McCallas, local cars, local cars. These are all local cars. Like, some of these should be Meridians. Some should be Memphis, Meridians, Sheffield, New Orleans, Montgomery, Selma. Like we got what, one Selkirk on the bottom here, a Memphis, some Kansas Cities. I don't even know what is HO. FTW. I'm guessing that's Fort Wayne, maybe. There's not a lot of run-through cars here. Like, they're like a large majority of them are like route-based cars. Like, look at these, all local cars. Yeah, these are all local cars, guys. A couple WCs on the bottom, and some Selkirks and stuff, but like the large majority, like 75% of these trains are all inbound industries. Is HO Houston? That pile look like a good start. Some of it. I live on a line served nightly local pair between Chamblee and Commerce, and they rarely run with 50 cars slot freight and 40 to 60 auto racks. Nice. Yeah, none of the locals I work, the feeder locals that I work, there were a few like between Birmingham and Talladega. Those are big trains. Sometimes they'd have like 100 cars. But we didn't really work any industries with those trains. They were just literally a feeder train for other locals and short lines and stuff like that. We didn't like, we had a couple of industries to work on that local, but it was once in a blue moon. We had a precast concrete place to work. I think I worked that place maybe one time. And there was a lumber yard that we worked to, like an 84 lumber, whatever that place is called. I think I worked it once in 6 months. Like, it wasn't a lot. It was very, very. You have a local P51 transfer. Okay, so yeah, that's more of a transfer though. Like, I kind of look at it like you got feeder locals or transfers that move like large amount of cars between point A and point B, either like a short line or 2 yards or, you know, something like that. But like a true local that like just goes out and works industries, like 720 was one that I worked a lot, and we might have 20 cars on that train. work. I like sometimes there'd be more, but it was usually around 20 cars, give or take. 24 maybe, you know, somewhere in there. It wasn't a lot. All auto racking containers here, over 106 cars, a major city hub. Yeah. Well, either way, on this route, we've got too many local cars. Like, we've got more than we know what to do with. That's a huge problem. That is a huge, huge problem for us. So we can get these Atlantas out of here and free up this track really easy, and then we should be able to pull that 109 train down in here and get him out of the way. Really, what I need to do, we need to turn off random AI traffic, because we just, like, we can't take anything else. Like, we're done. We're done. We got enough local cars here to work for a week. NS tends to have a mix. Some locals are at 6 to 10 cars, and others max 40 to 60 cars. Oh yeah, you could have some that are longer. Like, you know, I always say never. But a large majority of the locals that I work weren't that very big. They weren't big at all. Okay, let's take this guy and let's grab those auto racks. We'll do something with them. Yeah, we got to do something with those auto racks first. That way we get at least one track freed up to get the 109 train out of the way, and then when we get the 109 out of the way, we can move the 130 out of here, and then we can kind of free up stuff. The stuff on the east end is really kind of sewn up too. There's not much we can do about that. So you said we have a 156 that goes to Atlanta, so I guess we'll start building that, even though I don't think we have any Atlanta cars in the bowl right now. Yeah, guys, I was absolutely not planning on doing this. They're making Spur work this morning. I did not want to work this morning. I just wanted to sit in the cab. I just wanted a step on, step off job. I didn't want to, like, have to get down here and switch. It's totally what we've had to do. I think they got the wrong codes too. I changed codes for actual depth codes from the outbounds off the sheet. Really? See, that's all stuff I haven't really looked up. I haven't looked into. Country Boy, what's up, dude? I hadn't seen you in a while, man. How you doing? SC45-2 have the CSX. Yeah, I think these are supposed to be like ex-Conrail units or something. Yeah, they've got the Conrail fuel tank on them. And they've got the extra vents at the back. That's a Conrail thing. I don't know why they did that, but all right, let's slide this bad boy down, slow him down. Actually, we need to stop short. Yeah, let's just stop him short here for a second. What's up, Country Boy? We're working the yard, man. It's a hot mess in here. It's like, it is sewn up like no damn tomorrow. My railroad's melting down because the yard filled up. And I think this is kind of true to life for Norris too, right? Don't they have like a stupid amount of cars that go through there for this size yard? Like, it stays really busy. Relinquish. All right, let's grab this cut. Let's do the air brake cheat. So that should get all our yeah, that's got everything laced, but it shouldn't have air on it. It should be empty, right? Yes. Okay, sweet. So it's laced and bled. Let's knock off all the handbrakes. There we go. I don't think he's going to go anywhere. We'll go with that. Okay, let's relinquish that. Let's grab this guy again. And let's grab these cars here. We're just going to drag them out of here, bled. Is that how it is? Yeah, I thought I'd read in the documentation they said that Norris was like super busy. Like they moved a ton of cars here. Country Boy says it's better now. It's not so cold. Been busy with life. How you been? Yeah, we've been good. Same here, dude. Just trying to thaw out, all right? All this cold weather coming through. Trying to get this yard straightened out. Spur, enjoyed your video Into the Flames you posted. Well done. Appreciate it, man. Thanks. Yeah, we'll do some more in there from time to time. we'll do some more with Into the Flames. All right, we'll stop. All right, so we got our Atlantas here. We're just going to drag these guys out with the hump job and stick those in a forwarding track somewhere. Yeah, like, look at all these local cars in the yard. Like, that is ridiculous. There's barely any run-through cars. It's mostly locals. Like, here's some Mobile, some Linwoods, Memphis. So here's some run-through cars here. BNSF cars. Okay, those go to East Thomas. What is, I wonder what's, damn, I can't even read that. MERS CP. Meridian. Okay, Meridian CP. Okay, all right, I got that. Chattanoogas. Here's some Atlantas on this one here. So it looks like this particular train right here, whoever this is mostly run through stuff. CSX, yeah, those are going to Boyles. So we could hump that track. That might be a plan to get that track freed up pretty quick too. Like, that's the thing. We got to get these tracks freed up really fast. It's not an air brake cheat. The Carmen already took it, right? Absolutely. They've already they bled it. That's one thing I don't like loading in the game with everything unlaced. I feel like if it's coupled together, it should be laced. I'd rather it be laced than not laced. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like any cuts that are coupled together, when you load the game, I feel like they should all just automatically lace up together. Have them laced. They don't have to have air on it, but they need to be laced, right? Mischievous, what's up, dude? Since I worked small locals outside Chicago, it was mainly sugar and corn syrup. Good amount of plastic pellets. Yeah, I worked a lot of places that did plastic pellets too, like CKS and stuff like that. Some paper, and the very rare occasion of one diesel car, maybe 4 times a year. A lot of them that we saw, like I knew a co-op, a feed place in this little town, and they got like 1 or 2 cars of fertilizer like once a year. That was all they did, you know. Like, there was a lot of places like that. I remember another place that took plastic pellets that we went down there once in a blue moon. Like, it wasn't a lot. I think that's like one of the biggest misconceptions people have in this game, is they feel like that just because there's an industry on the route, you have to work it like every day, and you don't. And that's part of the problem, because the AI, the auto spawn, keeps spawning trains with cars coming in, and like I said, there should be a way to limit that. You should be able to put on an industry, like I said, this industry is going to get 1 car a week, you know, 1 car a week max, 5 cars a month, 30 cars a month, whatever, you know. And then maybe even, yeah, I don't know, maybe 30 cars a month. That doesn't mean that you get all 30 at one time. Like, then the AI would figure out, hey, okay, well, we're going to kind of break that up over 30 days. NS 154 runs to Linwood from there, and they had a month-long streak of being at or over 200 cars. Wow. Yeah, it's PSR railroading for you. You wound up making brisket mac and cheese last night. Tomorrow, man, that sounds good. I love some brisket. There's nothing like some good brisket. You usually just change them and use the real departure codes. Yeah, see, that's it. I don't know the real departure codes, though. Like, that's getting into a whole realm of research that I haven't even tackled on this route yet. How long is training in CSX? All right, it's different now. It's different now than when I did it. When I did it, I had to go to school for 6 weeks. And then I did on-the-job training in Jacksonville for a week. I think it was a week. It may have been 2, but I think it was a week. We worked down at West Jack's yard for a week, just switching, like, we just had cars that we played with, right? In the locomotive, we had a butthead. And then I want to say I cubbed for another 8. So you go back to your terminal and then you cub. And you just ride with crews. You're like a brakeman in a way. You just ride and learn the territory, and then you mark up. I think I think that's how it went down, but it's probably completely different now. We're saying you just work a yard on a grade. Norris, Chattanooga, and Atlanta all see way too much traffic for what you think the yard could. That was the same way in Tilford, dude. It's why it blows my mind that they closed Tilford, because when I was working, Tilford in Atlanta was hopping all the time. Like, where did that traffic go? That place was a jammed up hot mess all the time. There was so much stuff in and out of Tilford, and then and they managed to get rid of it, and that just boggles my mind. All right, so we said 156 goes to Atlanta, right? I gotta write this down, guys. Like, it's too much for my brain to process. All right, so you said what, or was it 156 or 154? I did. Okay, who's the one that goes to Linwood? Someone. 154 goes to Linwood. Okay, so I got 154. Remember, Tilford, it's crazy how the yards just going seamlessly. Yeah, it's like, man, they made that decision. There was no dinking around. They ripped that thing up quick. Like, there wasn't any time for anyone to second guess at it and be like, wait a minute. It's like they pulled the trigger on that and it was gone. 156 to Atlanta, 154 to Linwood. Where does all right, guys, yeah, I need to pick y'all's brain. Where does A28? What is A28 service? It's a shame all the major class railroad humps that were shut down tore apart. Yeah, dude, I kind of feel like in the long term they're going to regret that. It wouldn't surprise me if CSX came back eventually and said, you know what, we're building a new yard in Atlanta. Tilford was crazy busy though. There's a lot of stuff. Wilton, Alabama for A28. So that's a 3B. Okay. Yes, A28. So we basically don't do anything with that train, right? Like, it just runs down to 3B and it's good to go, right? That's good. We can clear those out pretty easy then. Okay. I think, let's see, what other tracks here are kind of full? Yeah, this is A28. What is AB45? Like, that's one I've never even heard of. We need to get that track cleared out, or like wherever that goes. AB40. They've got the weirdest symbols. Like, it's like an alien language to me. It really just is. It's like a complete and total foreign language to me. You guys are going to help me work the hump, all right? Y'all are being recruited. AB45 is the Bessemer local? Okay, he's got a lot of work to do then. He's got a ton of work to do. Okay, let's get these racks out of here first. Let's start making our Atlanta train. So we're gonna come out of here. We're gonna go. I guess we need to go around this way. Get on the ground so we can see where we're at. We'll get that switch. That is not the switch I wanted to get. You get that one. Okay. There we go. Okay, we're good with that. Oh, I see. They're just practically right on top of each other. Okay, so we go around this way. That's the thing, is like figuring all this stuff out. It's so much. Like, some of this stuff makes my brain hurt. Okay, so then we need to go around this way to West Forwarding, right? If you ever want to open a multiplayer, I'd be down to help clear stuff out. I've never, like... We could try it. I don't have a way to communicate right now because my audio and my Discord's all jacked up. Like I'd have to redo a bunch of virtual audio cables, but I guess we could chat through the chat here maybe. Is that 5 yards curve? Is that for like eastbounds? Yeah, I think this I gotta find it now. Like it's, yeah, this one right here. I think this is like the east end stuff. So like, it doesn't look like a very long forwarding yard though, does it? And it looks like to get this forwarding yard, like we're going to have to pull high. We're going to have to pull high and then shove back into it. I think that's how that's going to go down. So then we need to put this one here, and we need to get this track right here. A28, the Wilton switcher. Yeah, okay, we're going to get him out of here. Trim job is your favorite job in game. Yeah, trim's pretty fun. I like trim too. 131 goes to NOLA. See, we don't have any NOLA cars. Like, it's mostly east forward trim access. So east forwarding, west forwarding. I just got to figure this yard out, guys. Like, okay, so this is, okay, I see now. This is east forwarding. Okay, that's the way I thought it was in. So we just got to pull high. We got to pull high by it and then shove it in, and then we should be... Okay, all right. You do yard jobs or locals? So that would be Atlanta and points east or southeast. Yeah, I would think so. Yeah, the east forwarding yard, that would be like your what is the line that goes to Columbus? The P line, right? Isn't that called the P line? So your stuff going towards Columbus, eventually Macon, Jacksonville, stuff that way. Stuff that go that way. So I think that's how that would go down. Okay. Man, we've already got AB45 cars. Like, we've got more AB45 cars than we know what to do with. I don't even see how they're going to work all that, guys. Like, I really just don't. No, let's not do that. What would be a good X Conrail horn? An RS3? Maybe an RS or what is that? What are those horns called? Yeah, an RS3. That's an RS. Yeah, I don't really. Maybe that. I kind of like that. That might work out. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's bust out of here, guys. And Nathan? You love your locals and yard job? Yeah, the locals and yard jobs are pretty good. Why aren't we pulling? Is there? Oh, we got independent applied. This guy looks like he's kind of... It's a little close. I think we're okay. Yeah, we're fine. He kind of pulled... He pulled a little snug there. All right, let's go. This is going to be an easy pull right here. Maybe 45 north to Bessemer. Yeah, unfortunately, we're just pulling a bunch of empty auto racks, so we can't pull on it too good. It'd be nice to see the IO25 out of Chicago. It has Teslas on the head end now. Yeah, I'd like to get back on the Fitz. I've been planning to get back on the Fix, but I kind of got like tied up on this line right now. I don't think. Yeah, let's stop because that switch is not right for us there. Stop. That switch is not good for us. We don't. I think it's that one right there, right? Yes. So then the next one after that. I don't think we need that next one though, do we? Like he takes us down. Yeah, we don't need to go that way. We could go straight. Get that one. What's up, Billy? Thanks for the sub, dude. Appreciate it, man. Hope you have a good day. East trim forward axis. Okay. That totally makes sense. And I saw that earlier, but I forgot about it because this throws me off right here because it says east forwarding, but this is east forwarding trim axis. So, okay. That'll be good for us. Let's hop back in. Okay. Let's drag these on down. Would it be possible for me to get the member role in Discord? Yes, absolutely, Astra. Just give me a chance. I need to get back in Discord and clean some things up. So I'll try to do that after I get done with the stream. I'll jump in there and get it. Try to get that stuff cleaned up and straightened up and give roles and stuff like that. Like I said, I had some problems in Discord a long time ago. Many years ago when I started doing it, and I locked it down like crazy and just haven't done much with it. But yeah, I'll get you taken care of. You have a symbol sheet that you can send? Yeah, absolutely. I would love to see that and try to figure this out a little bit more because it's something that's really like super foreign to me. I don't know much about this stuff. This is where I like, if they had a waypoint system like Railroader, that would be awesome. How awesome would it be to have a waypoint like Railroader's waypoint system in game to do all this stuff? Because we could just send him on his way, let him do his thing, and then I could be. That's like a fair amount of auto racks there, guys. 2,300 feet. A little bit fast here. Let's come out of throttle. SD45s, we're good. I would love to I'd love to see Run 8 do a straight SD40 pack because they use SD40s on the hump down at Waycross for a while. They were stenciled for Rice Yard Hump Unit too. It was really cool. They had several down there. They were just like straight stock SD40s. They weren't rebuilds or anything. And before they used the SD40s, they had these locomotives. They were basically SD35s that were rebuilt. They derated them. They took the dynamic brakes out. I want to say they added a little concrete in them, and they called them H15s. Those supposedly were like the best hump engines they ever had down there. Hopefully there will be an updated dispatch map. Norris Yard used to show all the tracks and what's on like the Waycross one. Are you talking about the departure tracks? See, that's the tricky part about it is like not all that stuff is necessarily shown on the dispatcher screen. Like what would be cool if Run 8 had a yard master screen, you know, a yard screen, something that the yard master could use. It's completely separate from the dispatcher. And then you can have a better idea of what's going on in the yard. So I have another question. In your time in the railroad, if you were doing a local yard job or whatever you ran that dealt with yards or industries, how would you know what cars? We had work orders. They printed out work orders for us, and it told you everything that you needed to set out and pick up. But that varied. When I worked the paper mill job, we had an agent. We had like the last agent on CSX, I think, and he left us a handwritten switch list every night. He told us everything that we needed to do every night, which was actually really cool. I still got one of the handwritten switch lists that he left us one night. right, so come out through here, come out through here. Cool. Straight down that way, and then we should be able to just shove these back in. Get them on dim. There we go. Always love the SD40-2 snoot. Can you show us the switch list if you can? I can try to find it. Just hang on a second. Here we go. I found it. I don't know how well this is going to translate, guys. This was written on 3/19/2004. And this, it may not. Yeah, it doesn't translate too well. But he wrote it in cursive too. So it basically says conductor 6 p.m. job 3/19/2004. North leg of the Y is clear. Middle track has 23 cars for Birmingham. Outside track has looks like 9 cars for us. Nothing for Triple E tonight. 4 empties to pull. So I basically meant that there's this place by the paper mill. There's a warehouse that they basically held paper there. They stored paper there until it was ready to go out. So that meant that we didn't have to take anything to spot to Triple E that night, but we did have cars to pull out of there. He said there were 16 cars for CSX and CTO2, which are outbound cars. Of the local, if the local leaves us an engine, go ahead and swap. If you don't find one, keep the 5941. So that was the CSX engine that we were using at the time, was the 5941. We had an NS unit that was paired with it too, but I don't have that in the paperwork. It says set BN 249551 out of track CTO4 and spotted at the recycle plants. The next caustic car to spot are in CTO7. Do not spot the caustic cars in NY08. So NY08 was North Yard track 8. Hang on a second. Let me watch this pull real quick before we get into that more. Okay, yeah, he's just kind of easing down there. And then finally it says the next Bell Pulp cars to spot are in CT08. Bell Pulp will have 2 empties by 3 p.m. Next loads are Southern 528, 343, Southern 532, 237. And Railbox 4364 and CT08. That's basically it. Then I've got some handwritten. Let's see, that night I was the footboard yard master, so I got some notes on here that I wrote down too. I wrote something down about the recycle track, 1 inside and 2 outside. I'm not sure what I meant by that. And it looks like they left us the 5503, which was a B30-7. It was in the north end of the outside track, so we took it and we left them the 5941 to take with them. I think then that's basically it. So yeah, that's all handwritten. That was all, but a lot of that was the only handwritten work orders I ever got. 99% of the time they were printed out off a computer. I want to see slugs for hump trains. That would be sweet. All the class. Yeah, slugs on this. SP used a lot of slugs down at West Colton, didn't they? They had some slug, like some rebuilt Alcos or something that they used. Conrail had some slugs. I think the MT6s or whatever those things were called. Kilo, what's up? Says I work for CSX out of Danville, Illinois. We don't have a yard master. We have to create our own work order, own yard jobs. Wow, dude, you have to do. That's crazy. That's crazy. I just put more work on you, huh? Man, how the railroads have degraded, I'm telling you. I said we had, like, the paper mill job, we had an agent. He was, I want to say he was the last agent on the entire railroad. He was practically retirement age when I worked with him. If more Northeastern PC and CR lines are in, then you can use your timetables. Yeah. Young says he's going out in the snow. Yeah, we got a little snow the other day. We got about an inch. All right, so we got to pull these guys. We pull them high, and we're going to back him into, I guess, this track right here. Yeah, we'll back him in this one. This will be our Atlanta train, the 156. I don't like this. I mean, I know this is true to life, but I don't care for stub-ended trim leads. That would suck. I wonder if they... Yeah, there's not really a way for them to pull on this open track here. You got TikTok? I do have TikTok. I haven't done anything on it in years, though. Like, I did a little bit a while back, and then I just never messed with it anymore. Got about 9 inches of snow in Louisiana. Yeah, I saw that, dude. Man, y'all got hammered. Like a once-in-a-lifetime kind of thing, or once every 100 years. They do they still give their crews timetables? I think all that stuff's like on PDF. Like, y'all don't get physical timetables anymore, do you guys? Kilo, do they give y'all physical timetables still, or is it all on computer now? They gave us all kind of stuff. Like, this is you're not going to be able to see it too well, but like, this was a, it's a laminated, it's a printout I got of Tilford Yard. So you can kind of see, like, this is the throat of the receiving yard. So they get, like, I've got a whole book of stuff like that they gave us on top of the timetables and everything else. All right, let's keep. Man, is this dude even going to fit? Yeah, he should. He's got plenty of room. He'll be all right. It looks like all we need to do is clear this switch right here and then shove back. Okay. Make a reverse move. We'll shove back. Yeah, it's those Beavers maps that Bernie Beavers did way back in the day, like in the late 90s, right? He was doing those. So I got Beavers maps. I got it for Tilford. Of course, Tilford's gone. They gave us some for Boyles in Birmingham. It's gone. They gave us some for the Atlanta Industrial Park for Fulco. I didn't have a Beavers map for Waycross. They gave us like a SCL Seaboard Coastline printout of Waycross. This on iPad. So Kilo, does the company, do they just issue out iPads now and then all your documentation is on that? Is that how it works? That part, like, it reminds me a lot of like an EFB for pilots, right? Like having all your stuff you need. That's what they need. They need like a Jeppesen company for railroads. Give you all your information and maps and stuff like that. All right, that's good there. Wow. Okay. You know, honestly, I kind of like that. I think it's BS that you have to create your own work orders. But I like the fact that like the stuff is like, because here's the problem that I read into. Like they said, you're supposed to have all your paperwork, right, to run a mainline train. Have your bulletin, your work order, your tonnage graph, your timetables, your system, what was it, system bulletins or whatever, what was that stuff? Like there was tons of stuff that we were supposed to have. And they issued us new timetables in 2003. And I didn't get one. I didn't get one for Jacksonville Division. I was supposed to run down to Waycross. So I ran to Waycross without a timetable, which, I mean, wasn't a big deal. I didn't need it. My old timetable worked, but it was one of those deals where if a train master wanted to get you, he could get you for that, you know, because I didn't have a timetable. And so I went down to Waycross and I got called back out of there. And so I thought, hey, I'll hit up the train master in Waycross because this is Rice Yard. Like, they should be the mecca of they should have everything you should possibly need. And I go see the train master in A Tower at Waycross, and I was like, hey, I need the new timetable for Jacksonville Division. He's like, I don't have one. I'm like, you don't have a time, like, there's no timetables anywhere? He's like, no, there's no timetables. I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? He's like, go without it. And I was like, then you need to sign this. And I had him sign I had him sign my bulletins, tell me that he basically initialed it and said it was okay for me to run without a timetable. Like, you still have a few paper maps and timetables from old hits, but everything we need is on iPad. It's a cool way to get the information out to everyone. I do like that concept, but okay, so this guy, we got to shove him in that track. Actually, we did not pull him down far enough. All right, let's pull him down just a little bit further. Canada needs to come get their weather out of Texas. Yeah, they do, dude. They sure do. End of January and February, like end of January going into February is always brutal in the Panhandle, right? Like, that's always the worst cold. February can be real brutal. Didn't we have that one February was like consistent negatives for a while? Okay, now we're good. Now we can shove these guys back. Oh, we didn't get the right track. Whoa, 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 whoa. We done shoved into the wrong track. How did we do that? I thought I got all the switches I needed. Did I not? I guess I didn't. All right, never mind. Well, that's a violation. Shoving into the wrong track. They could totally get you for that. Highly dependent on Yardmaster, right? We had some guys shove into the wrong track in East Thomas one time, and it wasn't a big deal. They didn't make a big deal about it. They didn't care. East Thomas was like the most laid-back yard ever in the history of rail yards, at least I think. Those ex-Frisco guys were super chill. But where did we go wrong at? We need to... Did I not throw this switch? I could have swore I threw it. Alright, well, let's grab it. We got that one. Just make sure we don't split a switch. That's the main thing. Like, that's going to be a bad day for us if we do that. Alright, now let's shove it in. Hopefully we're good. It's looking like we're going to have worse winter this year than we had in a long time. Are you talking about like snow-wise? But I mean, the good thing about all the snow is that like it soaks into the groundwater so good. You know, and we needed that. Like, it's been so dry and dusty, and it's good. That's like the good part about the snow. Okay, now we're good. Now we're going right. Once we get this guy cleared up, we'll bring the 109 down and we'll spot him up in that track, that empty track, and then we'll take this 130 out of here, and then we'll start snow and temps. There was that one year we had where it was like stupid cold for like a week, right? Like it was around 0 or negative or something. It's got down to like -8 or... And it just seemed like it went on forever too. So I mean, honestly, like leading up to this point, the temps have been pretty mild. 28 years was the last time I worked railroading. Or how the technology's changed. I'm slowly losing memory of it. Like trying to remember actual what you were doing on 9/11, right? I was working in aviation on 9/11. That's why I went to the railroads, because I worked in aviation. I lost my job after 9/11 because the airline industry tanked. All right, let's keep shoving. It's kind of funny how that worked out. I lost my job in aviation, but like after 9/11, the railroads boomed, especially like when we went into Afghanistan and then later on Iraq. Man, when we went into Afghanistan, we moved so many military trains. It was just ridiculous how much stuff we moved. All right, we'll shove these in. We'll cut them off. We'll be good to go. Yeah, that's wild. Everything's on iPad, though. Do you like it? Like, Kilo, do you like having everything on an iPad like that? Is it convenient? Does it suck? Like, what do you think about it being out on the ground working the job? Like, I could see it has a benefit where hopefully you can keep up with your stuff better and have everything that you need. And you don't have to worry about them not moving stuff. What part of the military did we use? Or did we move? We moved the 101st Airborne. We were running like 8 trains a day, like 4 empties and 4 loads or something like that. It was a crazy amount of trains that we moved. I'm trying to look at the depot and trying to figure the train symbols and what cars they carry, like locals or something. Yeah, that's honestly, like, that's the hard part of the game. If you're not familiar with the real life ops, then it can be kind of a deep dive to figure that stuff out. Like, this route is completely foreign to me. I don't know anything about the operations on this route, so I kind of struggle with it a little bit. If it was Waycross, I would know it like the back of my hand as far as what we needed to do. All right, yeah, we'll get this guy. We'll get him just in clear. We'll cut it off. There we go. That'll do right there. So Depot don't tell you what cars you needed. It does. In Depot Plus, it tells you all that stuff. Like, it has work orders for you. It tells you what you need to deliver and deliver, pick up, like all that stuff. It's just like working for a railroad. You'll have work orders and all that stuff. They'll tell you what power to use. Or okay, this is good right here. Let's get a handbrake. All right, we're going to get him out of here. I think what we're going to do is probably... we'll stop him in front of the yard tower for now. All right, good enough. All right, so now we can bring the 109 in. How would we bring that dude in the receiving yard from over here is the question. Yeah, this is the 109. He's got plenty of stuff for Norris, so I guess he would come down. Damn, I don't know. How would he go to the receiving yard? I guess he'd go this way, right? Maybe? And then come in right here. Yeah, okay. That's how we get in. All right. So then we need to get this switch right here. I just don't want to misroute this thing. Okay, so this is all good. So we can bring him down. At least a little further. And we need to get this switch right here. Honestly, I kind of want to move that dude on my own. We may do that. Since I'm not sure on how to route this bad boy, we may just take it on our own here. Yeah, we'll just take them on our own. There we go. All right, let's relinquish. Let's take him. Hop in. What we got? He's drawn down 10 pounds. Not sure what the grade is right here is the only thing. We got 5,000 feet, 6,200 tons. Yeah, we'll just ease him down here. It's very convenient. We can read AI scans of our trains. We could, if we get hit at a DD, it notifies us which, really? So it automatically tells you. Now that's cool. I like that. Not all the changes to the railroad sound bad. Like I don't want to like constantly bash on the railroads because there's a lot of stuff that I don't agree with out there now, but that does sound like an aspect that seems really cool. You can tie up on the iPad and still have all our entertainment apps. Okay, yeah, I'll go with that. I know it was a pain keeping up with the paperwork. Do you have Norfolk Southern -9? No, we don't have I don't have Norfolk Southern -9s. Just these ES44s. Okay, so I think we're good. We'll go in this track right here. Did it line us all the way in? Really? Yeah, it did. Sweet. Okay. Well, that's kind of cool. Yeah, the game pretty much leaves it to you to figure out the realistic operations thing, but can you spawn a BNSF trade? I could. There's not really anywhere for it to go right now. We've got some stuff that we could take to the BNSF eventually, but right now I just got to get this yard cleared up. Like it's too much. We got to get the yard freed up. We need to get that that AB-28 train or whatever that was out of here. A-28, not AB, A-28. We need to get him out of here. Get some of these other trains yarded and then like just clear some of this traffic out. Maybe forward power, but that's just me. You don't have to do it. Yeah, we probably could do a BNSF transfer to try to get some of this stuff out of here, but that transfer, they go down to 32nd Street, right? Like that's where they do it. They don't go all the way to East Thomas. What's our speed through here? I don't even know. I think it's 30. 15 and 1.6 miles. A little bit of a grade through here. Yeah, Kilo, that sounds really cool, dude. I would be about that. I tell you what they were doing when I hired out, or right before I quit, is after I hired out, they started doing that D-Wars. What was it, digital work order system or whatever. I guess they've moved on to something else since then, and I think those guys had some kind of tablet thing that they were. I never did it. I never trained on it. Like everything was printed out for me, right? Like I never touched those things, so I guess I wasn't D-Wars qualified, but if that was a thing. But watched 2 nights ago the 1982 Runaway Train movie. Man, did that take me back. Overlook, great movie. Is that the one where they're it's like is it in Alaska? Where is that movie at? Like, where is it supposed to be at? Is it supposed to be in Canada, or it's like a whole bunch of snow, right? And the guys are like convicts, right? Is that how that movie goes down? It's Alaska. Yeah, I know the movie you're talking. I haven't seen, like, it's been ages since I've seen that movie. I remember that was a good movie though. Those dudes were convicts, right? They were escaped or something. Prisoners, okay. Yeah, that's like, it's called Yard Enterprise System now. Nice. Okay, yeah, it was D-Wars. Everything prior to that was paper, and a large majority of us, at least when I quit, a lot of us didn't know how to use D-Wars. I think all the classes, all the groups that they hired behind me, I think D-Wars was included in their training. So all those guys knew how to use it, but everything from like me up was paper. I think we had the option to learn it, but I don't think I ever like had the opportunity to learn it. I mean, honestly, I don't know when I could have. It's just like my group, we didn't have to do remotes. Like they could not force me to remotes. I never would have done remotes if I'd stayed. We were the last, I want to say we were the last group where we didn't have to do that. All right, let's let him use long. I wonder, can I? Just tag that to give me a little bit of an idea of what's going on with this right here. It's a 156 to Atlanta. That end scene with the warden handcuffed in your cab and the stop button right there. So, yeah, I vaguely remember that movie. It's, damn, I couldn't even tell you the last time I saw that movie. I think I was like a teenager when I saw that. Maybe a young teen. Like, it's been ages. I know I was at home with mom and dad the last time I saw that movie. I know that. It probably came on TBS or something like that, or maybe even one of the movie channels, maybe HBO or something. It's been ages though. At least 20 years since I've seen that movie, if not longer. Sounds like you need to watch it again. Yeah, I know. I wouldn't mind watching it again. I got to convince Mrs. Spur to watch it. I don't think she's ever seen it. It may not be her speed. She likes a lot of guy movies. She likes a lot of action movies, but I don't know if she'd care for that one or not. I'd watch it. I could put it on TV while I'm streaming or something sometime. All right, so we got a restricting. I think that's a restricting for them. Really steep right here. It's like going down the slide into Atlanta. What's the grade here? 1.4. I want to say the slide into Tilford was like 2%. How do you get these dishes done? You go play some Train Sim World 5 with the UP sub. How much replayability is there in that game, though? That's the only thing. I just feel like Train Sim World is something I'd get in there, I'd run a route, and then I'd be done with it. That's like my biggest concern. Yeah, because nothing changes in it. You run her out, you're done. Yeah, that's my only, like, I almost got it. I almost got it one day. I really wanted to do the commuter stuff, but then I sat down, I watched someone else play it. And I sat down, I thought about it. I was like, how much am I actually going to be playing this game? I might do like 1 or 2 videos with it and then probably nothing else. Those 2 rear units in the movie that are supposed to be GP9 high hoods were actually low hoods. You see little flaws. Yeah, didn't they make the high hoods out of like plywood or something, or they did something, some kind of movie magic to recreate that? Sweet. Now we got this bad boy out of the way, we can get the 130 out of here. So we're finally kind of starting to clean up the yard a little bit and get it fluid. That's a good horn. I just wish it wasn't so abrupt on the tail end. Okay, so all right, we gotta watch it. This is always a tricky part right here. Looks like we're good. It looks like we're lined in a good track. We should be lined into this one right here. Yeah, plywood, all the units nowadays are scrap, but the F unit at the Washington Railroad Museum. The only thing I remember from that movie is when the one guy gets his fingers smashed off between the knuckles. Oh, yeah, the slack. I forget. You're right. You're right about that, Young. There was something like that. Okay, I think we're good. Let's start pulling on it. Damn, we got a bunch of engines to hustle too. That's what sucks. That's what sucks single players, hustling all these engines. Alright, they're good. We should be good with this. Let's hop out. We'll just watch them. All right, we'll pull these guys, just clear this switch right here and then tie it down. Manny, played by John Voight, had his fingers smashed. That's right. That's right, Manny. It's vaguely coming back to me, but it's been years. All right, so far so good. We haven't tore anything up, guys. That's a win-win for me. And we still got a good bit to pull in. How long is this train? 5,000 feet. Okay. Guess I should have counted that off. So we're almost going to be to the other end of the track, honestly. Like, it's only like 6,000 feet. It's not a very big receiving yard. Yeah, longest is 68. I think the track we're going in is 68. And this thing is full. That is a lot. In the movie, the brake woman was supposed to be sleeping in the F unit. Confused how and where. Why was she sleeping? I don't remember that part. You're gonna have to jog my memory on that. I totally don't remember that. I kind of remember a woman being on that, but honestly, I guess we could just AI this guy and let him take care of it. Let's turn into a yard work video, guys. Norris Yard. Welcome to Norris. She says she was woke up when their train slams through the other train. Yeah, I'll have to watch that again. It's been ages. I'll tell you a movie I watched the other night. I haven't watched in a long time was Force 10 from Navarone. I like that movie a lot with Harrison Ford. Robert Shaw, the great Robert Shaw. Good movie. It didn't get enough credit. Like, I like it. Like, it did bad, right? It didn't do that good. Critics kind of tore it apart, but I liked the movie. I was just a good, entertaining war movie. Nothing wrong with that movie. She was the one blowing the horn that was stopped him from derailing the engine. Wesley, what's up, dude? Yeah, I need to go back and rewatch that. It's been ages. It's literally, it's been 20 years since I've seen that movie. You heard a train derailed by an atomic train that have nuke missiles. I remember when they used to take trains through the town I live in when I was a kid. They called it the White Train. We had protesters come through town beating a drum. They supposedly is taking nuclear warheads down to the naval base down there in Georgia, the submarine base. I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head. Start slowing this guy down a little bit here. All right, let's see what the bottom looks like. Oh, we're good. Yeah, we can go ahead and stop it here. Let's stop. Kings Bay. Yes, thanks, Brian. What's up, dude? Yeah, Kings Bay. Okay. Yeah, they would take I guess they were taking stuff down there for the submarines. I don't know if it was fuel or warheads or what, but I remember these hippies came through town beating a drum. They had a little drum they were beating. They hung out in town for a while, like, because they followed, like, I guess they followed the route of those trains. You know, this was back during the 80s, like, you know, towards the end of the Cold War. Jeff, what's up, dude? This is what's happening. We're working the yard. I had planned on doing a step-on, step-off job today, and I realized that our railroad is completely sewn up because the yard is jam-packed. Like, we have zero, like, everything was at a stop. Nothing could get around Norris because, like, everything was blocked. So we're having to kind of finagle some trains out of here. We just put the 109 in. We did a little humping. We got the 130 to Chattanooga sitting right here waiting to go north. So now we moved the 109 out of the way. We can get the 130 out of here. We had to take him the back way because everything else was plugged up. We should be able to... Yeah, he should be good. He should be good to get out of here. So that's going to free up a little bit. I had to stop the AI traffic. It's just too much, dude. Finally call you live. I've been hooked on 5M again. Got a MC character called Ragnar. Oh, you're doing the man. I wanted to do Motorcycle Club in a GTA. Couldn't think of it. I played around with it for a while. I did a little bit on 5M, but it's been a few years. Do you remember the protester who was ran over by a munitions train at Concord Naval Weapons Station in California in '87? No, I do not remember that. Yeah. I'm not surprised, though. It sounds like a pure case of FAFO. You know, don't don't be trying to block the tracks. Like, serious? What do you expect's gonna happen? Yeah, Jeff, you know, I almost deleted GTA the other day, but it needs to update. I need to update all that stuff. Like, I haven't been in GTA in several years. I guess since the last LSPDFR video I did. Hoosier, what's up? Good morning. What's up, SP? How you doing? This is got lucky and caught you live again today. I appreciate it, dude. Good to see you in here. Hope you're doing all right. We'll get this guy out of here, and then I need to figure out what my next move is going to be as far as unclogging the yard. We need to hump some more cars, but we really need to get this A28 built. We need to get him out of here because that track's filling up really fast. I think the A28 and the AB45. AB45, y'all said was the Bessemer train, right? That was the Bessemer local. We could pull the A28 and start building that train. Your phone has a different name than your PC. Yeah, I got you. Who's snowed in? Can't get your front door open more than 6 to 8 inches. Yeah, we got like an inch the other day. It was like really dry snow too. It's pretty. We left. I took the girls to school that morning, and it's like someone had put down like glitter or something. Like the ground was just sparkling. A39 used to be the Bessemer local. 8 is. I thought someone in the chat earlier said that the AB45 was now. We got all these AB45 cars right here. I need to get out of here. We need to get the hump power back to the other end. We spotted these Atlanta cars up for the 156. So we need to hump another track. We need to clear up another track because we have... Well, you see the receiving yard here obviously is like packed out. There's zero room in the receiving yard, and then we have this bad boy sitting down here, the 384. He's waiting. He's got a lot of man, there's just so many local cars on these trains. It's crazy. It's too many. There's like tons and tons of local cars and very few run-through cars. Yeah, it's just a few run-through cars on the tail end. So we got this guy, and then we got 2 over here at Lubbock that need to go. We got the 379. We need to take a run down to McCalla and get all these auto racks out of here. Like, we got 50 bazillion McCalla auto racks. These bras. CPKC. CPKC, that... Where would those go? Those aren't going to Meridian because there's something. There's a different tag for Meridian. 153 sitting here. Yeah, we've got tons of... Yeah. Receiving yard looks like a typical day at Norris, right? Yeah. You're right. Norris stays jam-packed like it's all the time. It's just we've gotten behind. I did all that playing around down at Mercedes, and I let Norris go to hell. Like it just fell apart up here like no tomorrow. So we've got 3 more trains that need to yard here, which means we need to hump at least 3 more tracks. So let's get the hump power down here. Let's pick a track, let him start shoving. We'll AI the hump, and then we'll take a trim job, and we'll pull this A28. We'll try to get a Wilton train built. And then we should be good to go with that. I think we'll start getting everything kind of cleaned up and straightened up. Where is this? Like, I don't see this dude on the map yet. Where's he at? 901, what's up? How you doing? Good morning. They can't run high caps on 379 due to low tunnels. Does that go down the P line? SP, is that a P line train to Columbus? Since you say that, I'm assuming that it is. What is it? What is this junction right here? Is that Watts Junction? Yes, sir. Okay. That's good to know. Need to go into the AI spawn and fix that then. Right, it had auto-racks in it, didn't it? There he is. There's 130. Okay, let's get him out of here. All right, now let's go back to our hump power. Do we have... I wonder, do we have any other hump power down there? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I think... That's interesting. This must be the ATN. What's left of the ATN, right? Maybe? No? I don't know what that route is going off of there. Either way, we're going to get the 130 off of here. And let's go. Let's look and see if there's some hump power down here. Some other hump power we could use. There we are. Hump power. Yeah, we got some hump power down here. I like that trim power with the Rent-A-Wreck. Yeah, instead of moving that one, I wonder, is there anything down here on the west end of the yard? Please have some hump power down here. Yes! Yes, it's our lucky day. We've got one right here. Nice. Okay. Now we gotta pick a track. I have zero clue. Technically shouldn't be humping all these auto racks. Robert, what's up? You use some BNSF power like AC6000s is hump power. We don't have any AC6000s or anything like that. We're gonna use what we got. We're gonna use what we got in the map. Start with track 6. R6. That's the straight in, pretty much. Let's tag them so I can see what's going on here. Do they label the tracks? They label it receiving yard, but they don't label the actual tracks. Let's see. R6 would be... Is 179? Yeah, we might could grab it. It's one of the longest receiving tracks. 1985 runaway train movie. Some convicts from prison escape saw some locomotives. You get on, their engineer puts that thing in Not and has a heart attack. Yeah, it's vaguely coming back to me, that movie. I need to watch it again. I wish someone would build the Sears North Jackson yard along with a line up to the Canton Nissan plant. I'd like to... The BNSF to Memphis would be pretty cool. They've got a huge yard in Memphis. Yeah, let's relinquish and let's grab this bad boy. Let's take this power off. What about the road power? What about the road power? Do shift F7. Close this guy. Should have brakes on it. Open the coupler. There, we need to get this track right here. Alright, we should be good. Should be good to go. Let's get this guy out of here. We're just going to set them over somewhere. I don't know where. We're just going to set them somewhere out of the way. We'll probably grab a few tracks. They pull down so far. Yeah, we could probably just grab a few tracks and just run all this power down down to the shop. We could probably grab these. We could grab these. I think we'll go over and grab that other set of power first. Kilo 3 says, I'm out. I'll catch you next time. Appreciate it, Kilo. Hope you have a good day, dude. Be safe out there on the railroad. And you use road. You could use basically anything that you want to hump cars. We're just kind of keeping it semi-realistic with what they have. Okay, we got that. Yeah, we need this track here. All right, he's lined down. He's lined down. We're already lined into that track, so we should be good. There we go. Now we're good. Yeah, we're just gonna grab some of these units and just set it off to the side somewhere out of the way so we can grab some of these tracks and start humping. If we can get 1 or 2 more trains in the yard, I'd be really happy. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think we're going to have time to. We can probably get 1 started. A lot of aces. This is an ace heavy route. Can I just drag these things? I like to do that and just not worry, just not bother with them. See what they're doing. They got their brakes applied. Yeah, we gotta MU them. Cannot work. We may have to start them up. Yeah, we'll just do that. We'll just do it that way. What's the scoop on multiplayer on this game? I'm about to get a gaming computer and buy this route. So there's a few servers. The depot is one I can think off the top of my head. There's others too, though. I think there's like Highball or something. There's probably some smaller servers out there that you could get up with, but the depot is like one of the main ones. I haven't been on there in years, so I couldn't tell you how busy it is, like how much stuff goes on. I could like host a multiplayer if I got to figure out how to do it though. It's been years since I've hosted a multiplayer, so I need to figure that out. But next time I do this, I may very well do that so we can clean the yard up and get it taken care of, because it's a hot mess. Like, this is a big old cluster right now. But multiplayer is fun. Like, the times that I have played multiplayer in the game, I've had an absolute blast. So yeah, hope you have a wonderful day. You out of here, Wesley? Let's see. Let's close this guy. Hoping we should be able to take him ahead and get him out of here. Did I just dump the arrow? Did I not close it out? Did I close the wrong one? Yeah, I did. I closed the wrong one because Spur's a dumbass. I closed the wrong one. I did the freight car side and not the locomotive side. I sure did. All right, let's just shift F7. I don't feel like messing with all that. Got this all jacked up. Let's cheat. When in doubt, cheat. When under pressure, cheat. There we go. Now we're good. East Alabama is one of them. He works for CSX on Live sub. Yeah, I see. East Alabama jumps in here from time to time. I haven't seen him in a while in a few streams, but usually he's in there pretty regular. He's probably out working, but you're right. Yeah, he does work on the Lionel side. Yeah, I think he works. They got the board out of Talladega that he works on. All right, so now we want to go back to this track. Grab those. Man, that's a lot of engines. We'll go back to that one and grab it, and then I think we're just going to put these out of the way somewhere. Just stick them, I don't know, stick them somewhere. Might honestly stick them in this track, because eventually we got to grab that set of power down there too, so we may just put them out of the way down here. All right, that'll do right there. Let's stop. All right, grab that track. Not gonna let me get it. Why is it not gonna let me get this? It should totally let me get this. Why are you not letting me get it? There we go. Now we got it. All right, so we're good down to that other set of power. Okay. Take him to the shop. Yeah, we're gonna run to the shop, or no, actually, we're not gonna run to the shop because I got to start getting the hump power on this cut and start getting it out of here. They'll eventually make their way to the shop. It just may be a while because we don't have a hostler. We need a hostler. I once went to pull out a track to fetch some cars, and the car we hooked on was missing a pin. My engineer looked around, grabbed a piece of wood, and shoved it into. It worked, really? Wow! Adapt and overcome. That's the railroad way. What's bad is when you get a knuckle and you don't have a knuckle, and then you have to steal one off your train. Steal one off the bottom or the head end, wherever. So the thing about having all this power is that it definitely takes a while for the brakes to release. I remember we'd have trains with 8 to 10 engines. A lot of them would be dead in tow, and engineers hated that. They hated that stuff. All right, that'll do. Let's see. What do we want to do with this stuff? Why does wood work for the pin? I guess in that instance, it probably maybe you didn't have a lot of tonnage. Adios all, gotta go buy crickets. All right, not on one. We'll see you later. Hope you have a good day, man. We'll still be working the yard. Gotta run Spur. Gotta get back to work. Have a blessed day. All right, SP, you have a good day as well. Everyone's leaving me. Why are y'all leaving, bro? No, I totally get it. Everyone's during the day. Everyone's busy. Let's do this. It just sucks that everything's sitting here dead, like not ready to go. All right, let's get them going. Strong piece of wood was enough to hold a knuckle in and get a few cars we needed off the track. I remember one time we had to pull a car by with an old cross tie, an old rotted cross tie. It's probably the diciest, one of the dumbest things, or one of the dumb things that I did on the railroad. We tried to drop a car. We were in an industrial park, and so it was the worst track ever, right? Like, industrial park track sucks. And so we left it on the through track, and we took the locomotive and put it off on an industry track, and then we were just going to knock the handbrake off and let the boxcar roll by. And that thing got right on top of the switch and stopped butt cold. Like, it just stopped. It was like someone tied a handbrake on that thing, and so we had to get a cross tie and like get it up against it and just keep pushing and working it until we got it off the switch, and then we could grab it again. It took a while. Like, we had a late night that night because of that. All right, so we're good with him. And we'll go back to this one. There we go. Left mass. Right, yeah, that's the kind of BS that happens though. Like, you try to be slick. We could have ran around the car. We could have gone down the little ways. Like, they had a little tiny runaround that you could use, but we didn't want to do that. We thought we'd be slick. I want to say the guy I was working with had dropped cars there before and it worked, but for whatever reason, that one car just did not want to roll, right? Like, it just didn't want to do it, and so it just stopped. The only thing we could find was like a piece. It wasn't even a full cross tire, right? It was like a piece of one that was rotted. It's a wonder, like, as soon as we didn't start pushing against it, that thing didn't explode into like 1,000 splinters. Like, we're probably really lucky. Those were the nights. Yeah, it's the stuff you have to deal with, right? It's that kind of stuff. What I want to do. See, that's the thing. You can't, like, you can connect your air hoses, but you can't do your MU. Like, you can't do any of that stuff. So I can't actuate the brakes off of this thing. And you can't bleed them. Like, you can't actuate, like, I can't do anything. I mean, I guess I could have actuated them when I had control of it. But either way, what we're going to have to do, which is exactly what I wanted to avoid, but we'll just auto air brake all that stuff. There we go. Now we should have it all. Let's put this in, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Where's it at? I just want to isolate it. Here it is. Yeah, let's just isolate all these. We don't need all this. As you can tell, I never hostile power. Like, I don't, like... Yeah, let's just isolate all those. So we should be good now. Alright, let's go back here, pull our pin. There we go. Alright, now we're good. Alright, let's hop in. We'll take this power. We'll set it over on another track. Eventually, it'll work its way over to the shop, just not today. We gotta get to humping. It's the most important thing. We gotta hump. Can't wait. We didn't have frogs when we would derail. We had to use broken ties, old spikes, and metal plates, whatever. Yeah, you just have to pile stuff up by the tracks, right? Shove under the wheels to get it back up. Really sketchy. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you, dude. I hear you. Like piling all kinds of trash and junk by the rail to get it up on the track. That's hilarious. Is always, yeah, railroading is always. Is there an MU connection on the coupler menu? Is there? I never even noticed that. Is there really? Now I gotta look at that. I gotta check that out. I did not. If there's one, I never noticed it. Yeah, you're right. It's always an adventure. Used to, like, working with those old heads, we'd jerk cars by and drop cars and, like, do all kinds of stuff like that. We had this one move that we had to make. We'd have 16 box cars and we'd have to roll them by to get on the other end of them on the main line. So what we would do is we would stop on the main and we'd line ourselves into this little industry track. And then, like, the conductor would get up on the cut. You get on the cut, and we would kick them. We would reverse and kick them up grade, like it's a 1% grade there. So we would kick them up grade just a little bit, and then the engineer would put it in forward, and he would clear up in that industry spur. Then the switchman would throw the switch back to the main, and about the time that you got your switch back right and the locomotive into clear, the cut that you kicked up the hill would be coming to a stop, and then it would stop and it would start rolling back the other direction, and then the conductor would catch up on them and we would bottle the air on it. Like, you had to bottle the air, so the brakes would be released, the air would be bottled, the conductor would catch up on the head end of the cut. It's rolling down at 1% grade. The switchman would talk him by, and then once he cleared the switch, you take your foot and you'd reach down to the angle cock and bump it open with your foot and bust the air and then stop the cut. And that was like really freaking sketchy too. I remember one night I was a switchman and we started the movement like that. It started rolling and I told him he's in the clear, and the cut just kept going and going and going and going until they were freaking out of sight. It was at nighttime. It was a night job. They were out of he was out of sight. And so anyway, I hopped on the engine, I lined us back out on the main, then we went down the main to catch them. And I didn't want to say, like, we didn't want to say too much over the radio to tip people off. And so I was like, is everything okay? And he's like, yeah, I'm good. Just come on down here and get me. We never did say that they kind of ran away a little bit, you know. So we go down to the bottom of the hill and we find the cut and we grab it. And I asked the conductor, I was like, dude, I was like, what happened, man? He's like, I couldn't reach the angle cock with my foot on that particular box car. Like, he couldn't get it good with his foot. And he's like, I almost killed myself trying to bust that air, trying to get it, trying to get it with his foot. I was like, man, come on. Could have been a bad. They stopped, like, it's at the bottom of the hill, so they're going to stop. But okay, let's get this guy. We'll just stick him in. Okay, we got to get this switch right here. That one, and then this one. There we go. Synchronized switches. That was cool. The little heart attacks you get, right? Young Explorer's about to hook up some tankers. Nice. Yeah, that was probably one of the dicier things that we did. Like, having to bust that air with your foot always sucked. And I think even what we did was kind of tame compared to what they did, like, back in the day, back in the old days, where they would, like, jerk cars by to a spot. Like, I've heard them, like, jerking pulpwood cars by to a spot all the time. And, like, sometimes they'd go off the end of the track because they'd have a bad handbrake, and they'd be like, okay, let's put some more in there then, because these didn't make it. This thing is slow to release. Oh, what happened? What did we do? I told you we were going to tear something up, guys. What did we tear up? Did we split a switch? No. 76, 71. Which one? Oh. Ah, doggone it. Yeah, we sure did. We had a little accident, guys. All right, you know what? Let's clean this up real fast before anyone knows. Clean it quick. Clean it up super fast. Take him ahead. I didn't even realize this switch was against us. Oh, no. Yeah, we are up shit creek with this, guys. Yeah, we are. We are. We're up the creek. Okay, how can we fix this? Stop. Stop, 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 stop. All right, let's close this off. Close. Close. This may work for us right here. We could pick it up and put it back down, but that would be way too easy. All right, let's shift F7 it. Get everything back right, like nothing ever happened. Yeah, the brakes are applying on it now. Oh, release. Oh, the PCS is still open. Looks like it just dumped again. Handbrakes are on. Let's get that. Damn, we're going to have to pick this thing up and drop it back down. And we derailed right in front of the railfan platform too. That's great. Let's see. What else can we do here? Explorer, don't blow yourself up with those floaty boys, right? Oh, the little heart attacks, right? Yeah, we just had our little heart attack right here too. It still sounds like it's leaking air. Why is it... Close that side. Maybe that'll get it. Close. Come on. I thought I already closed that once. Why did it reopen? Oh, because I shift F7'd it. That's exactly why I did that. Okay, so then now... Can we just, like... We need to actuate these brakes off. So they'll just be free rolling. And I don't see a way to do that. I wonder if it'll let us, like... Yeah, it's still giving us excessive coupler angle. Okay. You know what? Let's just do this. There we go. Yeah, I hate doing this. But you know what? Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. There you go. Place train. If it'll let us place it. It may not. It may be real finicky about it now. There you go. Kind of in the foul a little bit. We'll get him up out of the way a little bit there. 20 cars at 1,283 feet. This is in Train Sim World. Did you turn a switch underneath the train? No, I ran through a switch, dude. I told you that was going to happen. I told you it was going to happen. We're trying to pull this power. I grabbed a bunch of power, right? And was trying to clear it off some of these receiving tracks so I could shove some tracks, you know. And I guess there was a switch ahead of us that I wasn't thinking about in this crossover here. And we got through it. And then when I tried to reverse to go on one of these clear receiving tracks, we split a switch between locomotives. It was a hot mess into that time. It just all went downhill from there, dude. I knew that was going to happen. I told y'all, I was like, we're going to tear something up before the day's over with. I just wish there was a way to actuate the brakes off, the independent off on like trailing locomotives. Like cut it out. I guess... Is there a way to cut out air brakes? Like... I said, this is getting into stuff that I've never really... I don't ever mess with. It's like once in a blue moon kind of thing. Can locomotives drift? They can when they derail. They'll drift all over the place in. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you can do that. Would be railroading if something didn't break. Absolutely. Like I said, I had a district superintendent tell me that one night, late one night. He's like, you're not railroading unless you break something. So there you go. All right, those are good and out of the way. So what we need to do is relinquish him. We'll eventually take him to the shop, but just not right now. And we got to get to humping. It's muy importante. We start humping and we hump now. So let's grab this guy. Don't need the auto EOT. Thank God someone stuck some hump power down here on this end of the yard. I need to grab all the hump power and bring it down here and like strategically place it. So we hump a train, we clear that hump power up, we grab the next hump power down here, we hump a train, and then eventually we'll just bring them all back down. That would be really nice. Is work smart, not hard. But now we got to get this track. Next track. Get the other tracks good. Someone suggested that we pump R6. So that's probably what we're going to do. Put some brakes. Set. Headlights on dim. Alright, everything should be good. First. Alright, let's try not to split any more switches, guys. Kenny's out. Says y'all have a great day. Alright, Kenny, you have a good day too, dude. Almost did that in real life on a remote. Thankfully, I didn't derail. Only time I broke a switch so far. Yeah, I got through two switches, and we fixed both of them ourselves. We re-shimmed them. Like, you could take the cover off of them and it had those little shims in there. That is something an old head taught me. I got through one switch at a rock quarry because the cars rolled out on me, and I re-shimmed it, and I swear the switch threw better after I shimmed it and ran through it than it did before. Always got to be mindful of your switches. Yeah, that's true. That is a thing I like for Railroader, especially for single player. Like, it's just a lot to keep up with when you're single player, and like think of all these moves and think of all the switch, like think of everything. It's just a lot to keep up with. This is the switch that got me right here. Is this crossover? I didn't even think about that crossover there. This one right there. So now that's good. But it happened in front of the Railfan platform too. You know they love that. They were foaming like crazy. They were foaming like crazy because we derailed in front of them. This shit, it would have been all over YouTube. Our derailment would have been all over YouTube. I actually applied the automatic a little too late in the bumper and into the track. Going 10 mile didn't derail though. I haven't messed with Railroader since the newest update, and B-Man's GP. Oh, there's a GP40 out now. That's cool. I might could go for a GP40. You know what it feels like to work with a remote. Yeah, you're right, because you're having to think like way outside the box as far as like moving stuff around and not actually being on it. Nice, 3,000 horsepower. GP40. I'd love to see GP40s in this game. I think those would be pretty easy to do too. Just take the GP40-2 pack and backdate it. Backdate it. Remove the sight glass. Change up the electronics in it. Give it Blomberg Bs, which the GP42s already ride on Blomberg Bs in game. I mean, a lot of those rode on Blomberg M's, but they don't have the M trucks in game, so. I know all the 500X Chessie GP42s that CSX got, those were all on trade-in trucks, Blomberg Bs. All right, what is we need to go into R6. I think. No, let's just go to it. I think R6 is this one right here. this is R6. We may be right already. No, we're not. We're not right. Was that one? So then we need to get that one. Oh, man, we need a Yardmaster too. Yardmaster would be nice. I need to play around with the multiplayer and figure out how to host it again. As it's been years since I've hosted a multiplayer. Alright, we're good. You can shut the 38 and the 40 down now. Nice. I'll have to, I don't know. I still want to stay away from that high-end, like, later power. Until I do some stuff with the F units and all that. It sounds really cool. Like they would be nice for that railroad. Now they just need to do a GP35. Someone do a GP35 and a GP30. I want to go through the transitions like they did in real life. You want the rocket train? What's the rocket train? All right, let's get this cut ready. That off. Relinquish. Grab this guy. Shift F7. Do some brakes. We should be good to go. He is not bled. He's not bled. Can we? There we go. Now he's bled. Left control F7 bleeds everything. No, it does not. How do you bleed the entire train? I thought there was a trick to that. Is it not control F7? I thought there was a trick. Is it shift F7 or control F7 or something where you can bleed the entire train? Because the passenger car had a jet from an F-111 mounted on the roof. Really? Try shift? Yeah, that's not... That's just doing the cheat. I know there's a way you can bleed the entire cut. I just did that the other day. Alright, that's bled. That one's not, though. What is going on with this thing? I'm trying to bleed the entire train at one time instead of doing it car by car. I guess we could do it like a car and hit them all up. I wish it had the sound effect. I don't know why it won't give you the sound effect when you do it this way. Like, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, there's a way you can bleed the entire train at one time. I got that one. Left control F7. Yeah, it's not working for me. Yeah, left control F7. Well, now it did. I say it doesn't work and now it did. I could have swore I hit. Yeah, it's not doing the entire train. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. It's not doing the entire train. It's only doing the car that I have selected. So do I need to just like not select the car and then hit it? There we go. Okay, that was my problem. If you have a car selected, it only does it for that particular car. But if you don't have anything selected and you're just hanging on to the train. Okay, I'm good. Thanks, Trackside. I appreciate it, man. Hope you're doing good. Control that. Yeah, I knew I could count on you guys. You guys are working the job with me. Okay, now we're good with that. Let's relinquish. Let's grab our hump power once again. Grab the wrong one. Today is not the day for Spur to be railroading. I'm telling you, it's not. Now I can grab it. I said, oh, y'all helped. I said I can count on all y'all. Y'all help. I appreciate it. Like I said, I can always count on you guys to help me out with this stuff. Okay, that's good. Now we need to make sure that our track is lined out. Let's go down to the other end. All the way down. Now we got to get the switch. Oh, that one. The power just like pulls up really close on the switches, it seems like. That's good. Now we got to get this one. Get him back. He's good. We should be good for the hump now. I think we are. Okay, sweet. Is the hump controller still on? I think it turned off. Oh, it's still enabled. Okay. All right, let's AI this bad boy. We'll start doing his thing. It's probably going to take him a hot minute to get down there. All right, it's not going to let me. Why is it not giving me the option to AI this thing? This hump 01 is tagged for the hump. Now I can AI it. I just can't AI it off that end. Okay. All right, let's see if he does it. Grandmaster, be very cross with me. He can get over it. I don't know if this guy... It may not. See what she does. I don't think she's going to work. I think I need to tag this one hump, right? There's a certain arrangement it needs to be. Yep. All right, stop. Let's just do this. We'll rename it and then we'll AI it and then it should be good to go. Tag him hump 1 as well. I'll see if it does it. The 5M MC you're in is getting mechanic shop sometime today. So that 5M server, is it basically, it's got everything? It's got like police, just people doing all kind of stuff. Spur's about to be out of service. Yes, about to get 30 days. I don't know, they'd be doing me a favor if they gave me 30 days. There we go. Now we're in business, guys. Let's double check our switches. Let's make doubly sure, because we already had one incident. We got to fill out paperwork on one incident. We don't want another one. All right, we should be good. NS3376 has right horse X Conrail. Like it was in helper pool before the curve, right? That's SD45. Is that SD45-2 down there? What is that? Is that a 40-2? I didn't even notice. Oh, it's a 40. Okay. The other hump power is a 45. Nice. All right, so while he does this thing, we need to go down here. We need to pull this A28 track because it is just about completely full. Where is our trim power? Here's our trim power right here. No, is this local? No, that's trim. Okay. We got to get this A28 out of here. That would free up some stuff too. Oh, okay, I got you. I got you. Yes, they have trucking, police department, EMS, fire, restaurants. Now 5M, if I remember correctly, it's been years since I've been on there. That takes care of all the mods you need, right? Like all you gotta do is just have 5M, and then that gets you good to go, right? Why do some conductors just show off when riding a car, arm fully extended with the body to see, to be able to like look out? I'm assuming. I guess it depends on the situation. Okay, this dude's good to go. Man, I really wish everything in game wasn't horsehead. You know, I wish everything, like, I wish they just had some regular old NS units. Not every, like, horsehead is so cliche. Everything's horsehead. Give us some non-horsehead stuff. Here we go, get this hand through. This hand through here. We'll do the crossover. That was a rules violation there on my part. I had a track lined, a crossover lined into the through track. Oops. Your arm would give out the second you do. I feel like you have cramps. You get used to it after a while. Wow. Run 8 devs really need to add some NS stuff. What's up, Squeakies? Yeah, they do. I want some. I just want some regular NS stuff in game. Not horsehead. We don't like everything doesn't have to be horsehead. It took you a while to get used to it. Yeah, it does. It does. Like you have to get conditioned for that and figure out all the little tricks and things to be able to hang on and not like blow yourself up physically trying to hang on to that stuff. How you been, dude? I've been good, dude. We've been good here. It's been cold, right? It's been cold, but otherwise we've been doing good. I wanted to do a step on, step off job in the railroad today, and we wound up working the yard because our railroad had a meltdown. I've been neglecting it because we've been playing down at Mercedes, and so we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trains waiting to get into the yard. It's been cold pretty much everywhere. Yeah, you're right about that. Even in Florida. Florida's been cold too. Everywhere's been cold. It got down the other morning. I took the kids to school. It was like -9. Yeah, the one day where it was negative, but other than that, like last night was 17, which 17 is pretty good for me. Like, okay, we got to come back and grab one of these tracks here. It's the A28 track. This one right here. Yeah, this is the one we need to grab. We'll just work our way out. When in doubt, work your way out. And if you only had the luxury to do this in real life on the railroad. I've gone in places on the railroad that I wasn't familiar with that had a bunch of switches before, and I literally walked down in there before we ever made a move because I didn't know what to expect. So I just told my engineer, I was like, I'm walking down in there, I'm going to line all the switches, and then I'll come back and get you. It worked out pretty good. Louisiana got snow first time in decades. My uncle in Lafayette said they got 11 inches the other day. Yeah, that's like a once every 100 years kind of thing. I won't even say once in a lifetime. Like that's like once every 100 years event. 22 here. Now it feels like a heat wave. Yeah, I know the other morning when I took the kids to school and it was like 17. We were all commenting about how warm it felt. It felt really nice. when you get down into negatives for a while, you know, it's like, you know, the 20s and 30s definitely start to feel good. I've always said, like, when you got, there's not much difference, like, how cold feels on your skin between, like, 10 degrees and negative 10. Like, it feels pretty much the same. What's he banging around like that? That freaked me out for a second there, guys. Alright, we don't want to do that. So, like, this is some kind of little local yard right here, it looks like they've got going. I don't know where they would put the A28 stuff at. Yeah, zero clue. It's actually about time for me to go to lunch, guys. We may grab this cut up here and call it. I think time's done slipped up on me. Like, we've been working so hard. Redneck, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? We're working Norris Yard. You missed out. We've been working Norris Yard. We had to hump some stuff. We tore some stuff up. We had 5 trains to get up in here. We're getting the A28 ready to go down to Wilton. It's a lot. It's a lot going on the railroad today. Oh, why'd you squat on me like that? I just wanted a little bit of brake action on you, not that much. Ditto, waiting on lunch. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get out of here, guys, and go have lunch with Mrs. Spur. Have our daily lunch date. It's been fun. I enjoyed it. It wasn't what I was planning on doing, but I don't mind working the yard. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. It's not quite the same as working the main line. I don't know what our hump job's doing down there. We kind of left him doing his own thing. Hopefully our hump job hasn't tore up the world, derailed a bunch of stuff. We better go check on them. I feel like we might need to go check on them. That might be a good idea. Let's see. Okay, we grabbed that cut. Oh, the hump job's actually humping. Nice. He's doing his thing. Yeah, he's doing his thing. Are there any A28 cars in this cut? Please don't be any A28 cars in here. There's so much local traffic coming into this yard. It's ridiculous. A37s, Fort Wayne's, A37s, Fort Wayne's, AB11s, A56. Okay, we're good. We're good, we're good, we're good. Okay, let's take the hump job. Let's go ahead and stop him. There you go, stop. Now, if we just had AI hostling, we would be set, guys. Like, that would be awesome. Let's save this world real fast. 395. Need a better save name than that. Just go with that for now. We'll keep the tradition going, guys. Was a good time. You have a good day again. If you decide you need help, see if a few people want to jump. Yes, we're going to do that. Let me get off stream and play around with the hosting. I've hosted before, but it's been a while. It's pretty cut and dry though. I just want to make sure that I don't want to be like experimenting with that stuff while you guys are waiting to jump in. And maybe the next time I hop on, if I get it to work, I'll host one and we can just jump in here and have people trimming and humping and hostling and like doing all the things. So we can get this yard unclogged, because unlike Waycross, this yard clogs up super fast. Like in the blink of an eye, it clogs up. It's kind of crazy how fast it does that. All right, let me double check all my stuff here before we peace out. All right, guys. Thanks to everyone for watching. Young, Nick, Squinkies, Mischievous, Kilo, Redneck. Good to see you in here, dude. I hope things are going well for you. Let's see. Hopefully, I'm sure I did miss some people, but you know who I'm talking to, right? Good times, for. I'll catch you later. You're out. All right, guys. Y'all take care. I'll experiment with the multiplayer, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.